There is a certain magic here lingering in the tree limbs, waiting to be tapped. Exits south, north, west, east, your tent. Other travelers nearby, Ozymandias, Jace, yawn, asleep, Barry, asleep. Jace smiles, raising a hand. Morning rain. Press any key. Press any key to do what? Okay. Yeah, so I typed in where to see my exits or whatever, and it typed in smile. Oh. Smile back. Hey Jace, how's things? That's just me smacking buttons on the keyboard. Jace shrugs. Business as usual. Quiet morning. I nod. Jace is typing. Jace says, OCC. Oz is here, but he had to sleep out for a sec. Might want to wait for him to get back. Ozymandias leaves to the east, a trail of petals swirling behind him like a radiant cape. Jace says, OCC or not. Heh. Whatever. I don't know what that means. I guess he's talking about, he thinks that Ozymandias is actually asleep. Or AFK. But then as soon as Jace mentions in text Ozymandias, Ozymandias is on the other end playing the game. Stretch looking around the clearing, missed the bed last night. Jace is typing. Jace says OCC technically logged out in the clearing counts as going to sleep in your tent. Okay. Look over at Jace. You're a bit too quiet. Honestly, something on your mind?
I can't wait to try out
Escape. Hello boys and girls, I'm Protodead and this game is called Escape. It's on Steam. I don't know really anything about it, and we're gonna find out together what the hell this game's about. No mouse support, it feels like. Seems like it's a little too loud. I might go down here to options real quick. What? Control skip off, fast type, hold key. Okay, I don't know what any of that shit means. Gonna hit new game. The following events have already occurred. They are a reenactment meant purely for archival purposes. Welcome to GAMMAXX. Oh, that's a lot to read. Administrator's note, new logo under construction. The ASCII will return soon. To enter with a new character, type B to begin. To log in to an existing character, type R return. For a description of GAMMAXX and all house rules, type L legend. To exit, press escape. Well, I mean, I don't know anything, so I'm just going to hit B. I've hit B. What happened? I hit B. Enter? Okay. While you feel in control of your environment, you are not. It says at the bottom. But then at the top, the DOS prompt thing says, welcome to the world of GAMMAXX. MUX stands for Multi-User Chat Kingdom, a digital world that consists of multiple interconnected rooms in order to support many users in the endeavor of role-playing. For more information on Verda and its canon, please contact the currently assigned administrator. Current administrator is called Stone, apparently. Current options, rules, commands, escape. So I'm going to hit C. It says R. I typed C and it did an R. Monkey liquor. Okay, the rules. Oh shit, you have no choice but to relieve something. I'd missed it. Holy moly. Oh, so this is going to be one of those games where, like, you know, it takes you on a journey and it's like glitchy and weird, and it's like there's a monster in the machine or something, ghost in the machine. I didn't know this was going to be a lot of me reading. I'm still trying to drink my coffee. My motherfucking coffee. Do not talk out of character unless it is preceded by the text OOC. This helps us to separate out all chat that does not directly contribute towards the role-playing progress. If at all possible, refrain from using OOC excessively in the world proper. Administrators note, we have added the OCC Tavern Room for all extended OCC chat. What does OCC stand for? Out of character. Okay, so yeah, out of character. Do not power game. Power gaming covers a large variety of unacceptable role-playing behavior. While there are many types of power gaming, the general rule of thumb is to ask yourself, am I acting unreasonably powerful? Am I forcing others to conform to my actions rather than expressing theirs? If so, stop it. Do use your words. Effective role-playing involves being as descriptive as possible. There are no scripts, no hit points, experience points, or NPCs. Everything relies on your own creativity, so do be creative. Current options, C commands, R return. So I'm going to hit R, and it's going to type in C for me. Okay, so we're going to go in the order it wants me to go in. You have become overwhelmed. There's always the possibility to press the escape button, it says at the bottom. To speak, type blah blah blah, available shortcuts, quotation mark, example, hey you guys, you say quotations, hey you guys. What everyone else sees is username says, quotes, hey you guys. To emote, type, quote, emote blah blah blah. Available shortcuts are colon, example, colon, look around. Which means you look around. What everyone else sees is username looks around. To examine someone and see their appearance, type desk name. Examine your current room, type disk without a qualifier. Check the travelers currently in your room, type who. To check the room's exits, type where. To navigate from room to room, simply type in the letter with brackets or the full world indicated. Current options B begin, R return. So I'm going to hit G and it's going to type a B, I'll bet. No. I hit G and hit R. Backspace? No. Delete? Doesn't do anything. Okay. To mark that you understand these limitations, please sign below. The white letters say, welcome back. Please enter your username. How long can my username be? Can I type it in? Is that... Okay. So I just typed in penis and it typed in Raine. Okay, so that's it. So I guess I'm Raine. Please type your password. Note that passwords are case sensitive. Oh, I bet in this game they're really not, because I'm gonna do a capital S L capital space underscore and R1 there. Press the enter button. It didn't do anything. Oh, I had to press another key. Thank you. Now entering Vertimuck. Please enjoy your stay. You wake from a deep slumber, returning to the clearing. Huh. Summer. Whoa. Did I miss something at the bottom? I think I just did, because I think that sound plays every time it goes away. Feel free to read along at home. This coffee is good. You know what kind of coffee I like? Cold and black coffee. Bitter. Easy to pour down my gullet. Alright. The verdant green expanse sprawls infinitely in all directions, ringing in the towering trees that stretch upward toward an azure sky. Many travelers have made their homes here, tents dotting the landscape like anthills. The calls of the wild birds ring throughout the canopy, betraying your perception that this is just another part of the great forests of the far Tanger. The far Jenner. There is a certain magic here, lingering in the tree limbs, waiting to be tapped. Exits south, north, west, east, your tent. Other travelers nearby, Ozymandias, Jace, yawn, asleep, Barry, asleep. Jace smiles, raising a hand. Morning rain. Press any key. Press any key to do what? Okay. Yeah, so I typed in where to see my exits or whatever, and it typed in smile. Oh. Smile back. Hey Jace, how's things? That's just me smacking buttons on the keyboard. Jace shrugs. Business as usual. Quiet morning. I nod. Jace is typing. Jace says, OCC. Oz is here, but he had to sleep out for a sec. Might want to wait for him to get back. Ozymandias leaves to the east, a trail of petals swirling behind him like a radiant cape. Jace says, OCC or not. Heh. Whatever. I don't know what that means. I guess he's talking about. He thinks that Ozymandias is actually asleep. Or AFK. But then, as soon as Jace mentions in text Ozymandias, Ozymandias is on the other end playing the game. Stretch looking around the clearing, missed the bed last night. Jace is typing. Jace says OCC technically logged out in the clearing counts as going to sleep in your tent. Okay. Look over at Jace. You're a bit too quiet, honestly. Something on your mind? Jace is typing. OCC. Okay, I'll just roll with it. There was a raid in a northern village in the middle of the night. It seems like the match beasts, the mock beasts, are on the move. Just how is that business as usual, Jace, and what the hell are mock beasts? OCC, I'm trying to get things going, okay? I don't want to just idle all morning. Jace blinks. This is no time to laugh. Hundreds of people might have been killed in their sleep. Now you're going to have to help me investigate, or what? Shrug and pace between the tents. I got to remind you of the last time we ran off on one of your escapades. Jace is typing. OCC, that was Oz's fault, remember? He won't be RPing the enemies this time, don't worry. Jace blinks again. Didn't you hear me? People, lives, mayhem. We stand around chatting long enough, there won't be a village left to save. Smirk. I'm just saying that there's always some village that needs saving in this forest. I'm about ready for a change. Jace is typing. Fine, if you really want to get out of this forest, we can leave, but only after I'm certain the mock beasts have been silenced. Grin. I'll remember that. The sky darkens to a low rumble. Excuse me. The sky darkens as a low rumble shakes the ground. Birds screech in anticipation of the inevitable. At first, there is nothing perceptibly different about the air, but then a slow fog begins to roll in. Through the fog, you see a pair of pure white eyes open into the void. A light footstep reaches through the mists, and the rest of his form follows. Pale and silent, Ozymandias has arrived. Jay says, for fuck's sake, it's Oz. Ozymandias leaves to the west, a trail of petals swirling behind him like a radiant cape. Say, what is a mock beast anyway? Okay. Blink. That was odd. Jace is typing. OCC, sorry, I forgot about that. Ignore Oz, he's probably just messing around with the spoof text. Jace gestures to the north. If we leave now, we may still be able to make it in time. Grumble, you didn't answer my question. Jace is typing. OCC, damn it. Oz distracted me, sec. Barry yawns and emerges from her tent. Jace says the mock beasts are fell constructs of metal and hate. Their eyes are polished stones, providing them with whatever terrible power keeps their ragged limbs thundering through the woods, terrorizing what little is left of our civilization. Yawn yawns and emerges from his tent. Barry says, nice, Jace. Jace says, OCC, hey Barry, thanks. Remember your OCC tag. Barry, OCC, okay. Barry says, sorry, Caps. Nod slowly, our civilization, huh? I mean, if you say so. Jace is typing. Jay says, OCC, well, I needed to come up with something since Oz decided saving the day meant nuking all the dark cult fadeware from the orbit. He hasn't even bothered setting up any more enemies since. Barry, OCC, that was a fun adventure in my opinion. Yawn falls asleep. Jay says, OCC, not that I minded really, because fadeware wasn't even canon for this setting. Yawn yawns and emerges from his tent. Okay. Look towards Barry, distracted by the young elf's arrival. You smile, Barry, didn't see you there. Barry, OCC, I'm not young anymore. Check my description. Desk Barry. Barry, logged in for 2 minutes. Description. Before you is the most beautiful elf you can think of. She has long pink hair and bouncy curls and eyes that laugh. She is wearing a pretty skimpy clothing, LOL, but she has a boyfriend, so no funny ideas. Also, she isn't young anymore. She is probably early 20s or so now. Equipment, sword, skimpy clothes. Jan says OCC, nice. Jay says OCC, you've got a typo in the first sentence. There aren't elves in Verda. Barry, OCC, damn, did I spell beautiful wrong? Didn't realize Barry's sudden change. You must have gotten a lot of sleep. Barry is typing. Barry grins. Yeah, I guess elves grow real fast or something. The sky darkens to a low rumble, shakes the ground, birds screech in anticipation of the inevitable. At first, nothing perceptibly different about the air, but then a slow fog begins. Ozymandias has arrived. Okay. Jace, OCC, seriously, Ozymandias elucidates. I don't even know how to say that word. I don't even know what the fuck that word means. Okay, so I got an OCC right now. Dude, this is a lot. I mean, speaking it all out loud, it's a lot. Maybe for somebody that reads quite a bit. I mean, I read quite a bit, but not saying it out loud. You know, reading it all internally, inside your mind, in your brain, spirit. I think would be just fine. But this is getting old, man. This is fucking wearing me out. Reading this shit out loud like this. Anyway, so okay, back to the fucking game. Ozymandias elucidates. I don't even know what that means. I guess that means like a gesture and like a wink, and then maybe shakes his rump a little bit and pelvic pumps 3 times. I think that's what that word means. And then he says, "Sorry, all setting up. Meet you north." Ozymandias leaves to the north. Trail of petals swirling behind him like a radiant cape. Again. Jan falls asleep, as I would. I would fall asleep at this point. Jace frowns, tapping his foot against the damp morning grass. We'll have plenty of time to discuss rapidly aging elves in the existence of mock beasts once we are on the road, shall we? Barry, OCC, Jan got the lag. Hell, catch up. Nod, may as well, after you. Jace leaves to the north, Barry leaves to the north. In. I guess in means go north. You leave to the north. Northern forest path, summer. No sooner do you push out of the clearing and into the northern woods do the trees begin to grow more and more dense. There is little room to breathe. On the thin path of scattered bark and leaves and branches reach out from either side. Far off in the distance, the yowling of some unknown beast makes its presence known. Exits south to the clearing or north. Other travelers nearby, Ozymandias, Jace, Barry. Ozymandias grins from high above, perched cross-legged on a thin branch no longer than his wrist. Good, you've made it, he says, with a Cheshire air. Fuck, I wish it would stop. Let me fucking read it. Okay, so I've missed a line because I can't read aloud that fast unless I want to miss stuff. So this shit's gonna have to pick up like really fucking fast. I'm gonna set a timer. Let's do this. Where's my timer on my phone? Because this is getting fucking old. Hybrid timer. We're gonna set a timer for exactly 2 minutes. As soon as I figure out how to do it. Good fucking goddamn, the fucking ad pops up. What the hell? A stopwatch? I can't set a timer? Okay, so I'll just let it go. I'll let it run. Okay, so now it's counting up. 2 minutes. Okay, Barry, OCC. We're a band, low on the drummer. Jay says, the damn cultists exploded so hard you wouldn't even know they ever existed, let alone identify their leader. What if he's still out there? What if they're regrouping? We don't know. Ozymandias raised one delicate brow. With an ever-graceful twist, he springs from the treetop, landing directly in front of the roguish Jace. I'm moving my mic. Sorry for the noise. You don't, but I do. I'm getting fucking tired of this, by the way. Jace says, oh, you're right, because somehow, OCC, I'm fucking sick of this shit, because you somehow managed to get information from one of the little specks of, what was it, iridescent dust that gleams in the air, just so. Barry says, yeah, it was really pretty. Ozymandias elucidates again, so he pelvic pumps and fucking rump shakes. OCC, that was flavor description, you can't quote it in the character. 60 seconds. Cross your arms, leaning against a tree. Okay, boys, cockfight's getting boring. Jace here seems to think there's something called Macbees attacking villages. Know anything about them? Ozymandias is typing. As if you needed to ask. Okay, Navigator's log. June 1st, 2000X. I haven't seen that since Mega Man 3? Mega Man 2. I think Mega Man 2, 2000XX. Dear readers, I'm about to blow your mind. Note that it won't actually happen until I get to meet the story, because, you know, you gotta build these things right. Yeah, I get that, but I'm doing a fucking video. OCC, I'm doing a fucking video, bro. So just keep your eyes on the page, or, well, you know, 10 seconds. Virtual equipment through your frames, mind-blowing will come, promise. Also, please don't be alarmed. I know, a weird letter or whatever you're showing while you're trying to relax, like a show, play a game, veg out. What? People veg anymore? I don't know. That's just a weird term, I forget it. Oh, hey, a little bit about myself first. I'm what you call a navigator. I mean, you wouldn't know that until now, because, like, as far as I can tell, I'm the only one, but anyway, that's what I am. Now, I don't live in a ship or have an elaborate transformation sequence or anything, so you can drag your sailor suit fantasies out of the gutter. Like, please don't. What I do navigate are the interspatial pathways that carry data from the cerebral cortex out into that wonderful bit of gadgetry resting upon your noggin, and out into the wild wireless ether. In other words, I jag mind data. If you wanted to be wrong, you could call me a hacker. Leave that to the tech bros entranced by the power fantasies of the past. I mean, a hacker doesn't even make much sense anymore. Okay, so OCC, real quick. I like the fact that we got music and shit going right now. I like that there's more sound than just faux bullshit typing and then like logs getting posted to a text chat screen. I don't know if this really counts for it heating up or getting interesting. I don't know what the fuck this is. So the whole screen changed and it's lit up white, and it's apparently a whole nother thing now, but I don't know what this is. So this is this supposed to be like an interruption to the bullshit role-playing game that I was forced into, you know, like I wasn't actually playing, I was just smacking keys. It was an interactive story. It wasn't even interactive. It was with my help, with my inputs, was it developing in a linear fashion, I might add. I'm taking a drink of coffee. Okay. Hacker doesn't even make sense anymore, he says. Shit, call yourself what you want. No one's hacking on the Serenet. Nah, that takes a navigator. That's me. Let me clarify. With the rise of the cloud, or whatever nonsense term they used to make for internet storage seemed mystical, shit got pretty dark. Like real dark. For anyone that didn't want their info jacked. People couldn't keep anything secure. Kept getting passwords stolen, identities thieved, and all sorts of nonsense. I mean, no shit, right? Passwords are just a bunch of alphanumeric garbage you throw together, and you wouldn't care less about security because, man, I just got to torrent that hot new show. Surprise, you got hacked, and by hacked I mean somebody put a thing on your computer that popped up a thing on theirs that said, hey, this idiot fucked up. No one really bothered to change things up before the past apocalypse. You don't buy a house or just cobble together your own key right then and there, right? Of course you don't. You get a professional on that. Like, sure, someone could pick the lock, but then you've got all these sophisticated security system, attack dogs, laser drones, or whatever. So what business did we ever have coming up with our own passwords? Unfortunately, with my own wealth and entrepreneurial spirit, that ship has sailed. Which we do not simply imply that the sailor suit... I'm sorry, I added the word simply in there. Excuse me, let me reread that, which does not imply, which still does not imply that sailor suit, so stop it. The internet security fucked up, there are no takebacks. So the past apocalypse begets a physical media renaissance begets. The clown version, let's try this again, begets past apocalypse, but no way worse begets the cerebral network. Something new, something different. Listen, the brain is weird, like I don't even know if I can put into terms that sound like some 5-year-old grossing out over a mushed banana. It is, it will always be weird. when you've got this mess of electricity squishing about a wrinkly gray thing that somehow produces all these amazing things you're capable of, you start to get a little freaked out until the point you realize that the same kind of thing happens with digital signals, but without all the wrinkly parts. So forget the physical snuggle of all the cozy and all the cozy with the signals. The signals we create with our weird brains are based, on the imaginary lines that we draw between two separate things. It's like dreaming. Let's say you're writing an angry email to your boss. What the data looks like is some sort of bullshit rampage straight out of an action flick, except it's not nearly as cool, and you probably lose your wallet or get a loose tooth because you're also extremely anxious and clenching your jaw. Why not more literal? Why not just a gently written note proclaiming your well-intentioned feelings? Well, if our minds worked that way, and just anyone would decrypt your mind dat, I'd be extremely out of a job. So I noticed that as we progressed as we progressed through reading this, the music calmed down. Like the music was heated up, just like a paragraph ago, or like before the beginning of this page. And then as we've read, the intensity of the background music really calmed down. It regressed. If you haven't already thrown down your frames of frustration, sorry, coffee burp. Okay, dude, I mean, this last part here is certainly very interesting. Whoever wrote this is extremely intelligent, right? And creative. But you're losing me, man. I don't know. I don't even know if we got a fucking video here, man. If you haven't already thrown down your frames in frustration, please let me bring you back full circle. What do I do? Well, I'm no mind reader. You can't read that mess. Perfect for security, right? Mind data wouldn't require passwords other than the craziest shit your brain comes up with, right? Wrong. I intercept these signals before they make it to the Serenet. Not for long, but for a brief moment in time, they're mine. In all their weirdness. Okay, I'm gonna take a long drink of my coffee now. Okay. Do a little bit of this nose candy stuff that I got here. Vicks Vapor Rub. OCC. Sorry. OCC. Vicks Vapor Rub. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. I need to get another one of these. I think I've already dried up the mentholatum shit impregnated in the tampon inside that nose rocket. Okay. There we go. And I can read them. Think about it for a sec. Thoughts to dreams to data. Yeah. I've seen some fucked up shit. More enthralling tales next time. For now, Navigator out. Cerebral network. Mind dat. Looks like an RP address. 525 sets of eyes, 2 of them are green. The eyes are not looking at me. Most of the eyes are not looking at me, but all the green eyes. The green eyes are not like the rest. The green eyes are like the rest with the exception of the color. The color leaks from the celestial faucet that drips onto the iris. It fills the eyes with that color, flooding the emptiness. Flooding the pools with that color, dripping down into the pupil's abyss. Students line the great hole, green cloaks in green water with lilies, pupils around the pupil, kneeling, cloth flowing through ankle-deep waters, bending over the endless darkness, water dripping, pupils flipping, head over heels, synchronous, fading into the dark. Role play. Ruined Village. Yeah, man, I'm done. I'm done. Let's read the words of the developer. I don't know where to go with this. I thought this was going to be like creepy and scary and like weird, but yeah, so this is the next phase of the video.
As you guys know, a Let's Try Out video is a part Let's Play. There's going to be some commentary in here, a part tutorial. You learn as I play the game, and part first impressions, because a lot of these games I've never played before. And you get to go through, step through all the problems that I stepped through, and hopefully we come out the other side learning a little bit. And kind of a part review, because I try to rehash a little bit of my opinions at the end of the piece. After we read the words of the developer, we can try to make a decision whether they're shoveling us a load of bullshit or if they're spot on, honest, and it seems to make a lot of sense with what they're trying to, the product that they're trying to produce. And if you want to spend your hard-earned money on it, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to give you an honest presentation of the first 30 minutes or so of a video game really is. That way we can make a sound judgment on it. So, let's read the words of the developer.
Escape. An interactive novel about identity, roleplay, and dreams. All the reviews so far, only 66, are very positive. Its release date was May 18th, 2018, developed by Lena, Raine, published by Radical Dreamland. And this is an indie game. Great soundtrack, visual novel, LGBTQ+ video game. That's the tags that other people or popular user defined tags for this video game. I feel like I don't know. I didn't know any of this stuff before I clicked the fucking go button. Escape is an interactive novel about identity, roleplay, and dreams. Enter the memories of Raine as she explores a text-based world of Verdamuck, a simulation of the old network with a vast, cerebrally interconnected network of the near future. Meanwhile, a mysterious individual known only as the Navigator exposes the truths of the Serenet as a conspiracy in the making begins to unfold. Features alternate between two perspectives to piece together a full story. 4 to 6 hours of simulated typing gameplay depending on reading ability. Dynamic soundtrack by Lena Raine. Additional track by Crystal Lee. Glitch art visual design by Data Erase. Immersive sound design by Too Mellow. Okay, so yeah, currently right now this game called Escape, or ESC, is available on Steam for $5. If you're into doing a lot of reading and into a visual novel, then this may be right up your alley. Personally, doesn't make for riveting gameplay. It probably is a fun experience. So this reminds me quite a bit about, reminds me of the game that I recently covered, called Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, and it was just the same thing. Too much reading, hard for me to make a video about it. I had no idea walking into the beginning of this video that that's what it was going to be. For some reason I thought there was going to be more to it, or it was going to be different in some way. I don't know, like maybe some puzzles or something, like the old 90s bullshit representation of what hacking on a computer would be. Like you'd be solving a 3D puzzle or some shit. I don't know why I thought that. I bought the game probably on discount at one point and said, one of these days I'm going to go back to this game and I'm going to play it and I'm going to do a video on it. And now I have. And maybe one day when I'm bored I'll come back privately and just finish it. But I'm sorry for anybody who's made it this far. I'm sorry you had to listen to my horrible speaking ability, reading ability. I probably outed myself as a fucking idiot. So anyway, if you like this sort of shit, this sort of video, if you like this game, if you dislike this game, just tell me, man. Leave me a comment down below. I've been Protodead, and this is my time with the game called Escape. Sorry.
Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. And since you're here, why don't you go ahead and leave a like on the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. Sound off in the comments below about any other opinions that you might have. I appreciate you stopping by. Subscribe for future content. Share my video with a friend if you can. It helps me out a whole lot. This is Protodead saying I'll see you in the future.